Hello there. It's been a while. Well, it's an odd return to uploading, but oh well. So, I'm working on a 2006 Chevy Silverado with the 4.8 V8 and having a bit of a coolant leak. Slow but steady. So what we got going on here is this little Y-shaped thing that actually connects down there where I've got this, let me set this aside, latex glove or nitrile glove covering the fitting on the water pump. So this gets brittle because it's plastic from heat and age. Start leaking, snap off, and that's kind of what happened. So I just snapped it off. I'm going to show you all real quick. What I'm doing is, with this old plastic, it's basically turned to dust. I don't have any pieces of it left, but I can show you with another section. But basically I take a big pair of pliers and just kind of grab it and squish the hell out of it and crush it until all the pieces are broken and they can fall out kind of loose. Now that that's done, I'm just going to take some really long needle nose and grab the hose here. Just kind of force this collar off my thumb. Just pull it off the hose. Now the reason I'm doing this is because go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or Advance Auto, anywhere you want to go. Dorman, they sell a kit that allows you to fix this. Normally, for these trucks, it's very common that this hose assembly is sold as one piece, either from Dorman or Dayco or Continental or whoever, and you get the hose that goes to the coolant reservoir. You have the hose that runs from the coolant reservoir, goes down to the Y, and then from there you've got coolant flowing into the water pump from that fitting there, and then you've got coolant coming off the Y into this heater hose, going up into the heater core and then back out. So all that, the hose here, this little section of hose, this heater hose, sold as a one-piece thing, as much as $60, $100, something like that. Something ridiculous. That's not necessary. You can just get you this. 47157 is the part number. Includes all the hose clamps you'll need for the job. So we'll just fix what we need to and replace what we need to, the plastic Y piece. And thankfully we've got this upgraded aluminum one from Dorman. So let's carry on, shall we? Okay, so let's see, we got the coolant reservoir tank thing, and I need to get this out of here. I'm just going to do this to make things a little easier for me. And by the way, that's a 10mm nut and 10mm socket. Alright, the reason for doing this is so I can, let's see, where is it? Ah, there it is, okay. I could just easily kind of probably get that with my pliers, but I'd rather take the tank out because it needs a good cleaning. And I think that's the only one. Oh, wait, hold up. Is there another? Ah, yes. There is another hiding right back there that I need to remove. So that I might need to just use a ratchet on. Okay, so I kind of just learned something. I guess I could yank on this and the whole thing just kind of comes out. Wow. So there, now I've got all the access I need to work. And now I don't need to use a ratchet. I can use little impact. So last one was a 10 millimeter nut. This is going to be a 10 millimeter bolt. So keep that somewhere safe. I'll put it with the nut for safekeeping. Okay, so that takes care of that. I'm going to just remove this. I'm supposed to get this off here. Looks like it's going to be easier to get it from the radiator. There's some kind of collar up here. I don't want to disturb that. So, loosen our hose a little bit. Break it loose. Oh. And there we go. Okay, so now we get a little bit of a better look down in here of what exactly we got, which is not a lot now. So ain't that great. Plenty of room to work. Okay, so let's try and get this. Nope, that's not the way I want it. There we go. Okay. So in here. Oh wow, that was easy. Okay. Let's just get this thing off of here. Okay. But now is the important part of the job that I wanted to get this all framed up for. Now it's time to get this annoying little thing off of there. Perfect. There we go. That's what we want to see. Try to keep this in the shot. Go, and just yank these pieces out. Make sure there's nothing else hanging out in there. And then, just like the heater hose before it, I'm going to take this and kind of slip it out. There we go. That's, what, 2/3 of the way done? So, this is the part that goes on the water pump. Kind of hard to tell what was where anymore. Oh man, it's so brittle. It's just coming off. Yeah, that's definitely why we were leaking coolant. This is going to be easy. Alright, we've seen it once, we've seen it twice, and we got it for a third time. You just kind of roll the hose over, slip the collar past, and there we go. Done. Easy. Alright, now let's get the Dorman on. Okay. Important note, when installing the new Y-piece, it includes the clamp for the, I'd say the coolant reservoir to here. And then we've got the heater hose clamp to here. And it even includes a brand new clamp that goes right here. So keep in mind you will need to keep the original hose clamp that came off of the old assembly here that goes on this end and connects to the water pump. They only give you 3 clamps, but you need 4. You've got 4 connections to consider. So just make sure this is, oh yeah, nice and right up against it. No gap. now. Take our brand new clamp and there we go. Pinch this down all the way and pray. Okay. Sorry if it's a bit hard to see what I'm doing here, but I'm kind of having to use all of my hand. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Not liking that though. I think I can do better. I can wiggle it down a bit. I know. Shift gears for a second and squeeze it a little bit tighter. There we go. I want to get it past the lip in here. Make sure we're good. And I'd say we're good. That looks very clean. Yeah, alright. So, clamp 1, done. I'm going to rotate it out of the way so that it's not like up here. And just in preparation for when we slip it back on, I'm going to stick this other one right over the top here, but back a bit so that we will be able to slip that on our fitting. So that's prepped. Okay. Next, we'll take our heater hose and we'll connect it like so. Alright, there's that. And now we come back to our final, there we go. So this is gonna go a little something like this, I'm thinking. Because we want it to go into the coolant reservoir like so. And we're on. And let's see, where's our angle? Okay, so not like that. Whoop, there we go. Trying to get it in the frame. Okay. Let me just kind of rotate us a little bit. Okay, so not like this, but like this. That way we can still connect to our coolant tank. So go like that. Slip it on. Okay. So there we go. These are basically the angles that I'm going to use. Okay, there we go. And so then this should just fit right back on the water pump. Right like so. And there was sort of a method to it that I decided to go with. So I've got the clamp kind of off to the side, offset, because you do have another fitting right here you got to worry about. So we're looking good. It's basically installed. So I'm going to go clean my coolant reservoir and then we'll reassemble. There we go. And now I've remedied something that has bugged me for years. I don't know how it came to this point, but yeah, that right there, the coolant jug is supposed to fit in a little slot in here, and for several years it has not been in that slot, and now it's in the slot. So that makes me happy. So let's reassemble this tank. Looks like I've guessed good on the angle. Ooh, except not where I left the clamp. That's not. Yeah, that was quiet. Boom, just like that. And then let's not forget to reinstall our fasteners. Bolt. Takes a little bit of playing with. It's not used to being in the slot and now having tension on it. That's not it. Okay, there we go. Just gotta line up the mark, get the threads engaged and started. There we go, not too tight. Go, I just want to go after this one. There we go, not too tight. That's got it. Alright, and then from here it's just some creative routing of stuff and things. Alright, now is going to be the fun part. Oh, but of course, the hardest part saved for last, just when the battery on my camera died. So we're going to have to try and do this handheld using the iPhone. And I'm running out of daylight, so it's going to be great. I have to, with one hand, pull this nitrile glove off of that fitting and jam this thing on there without losing too much coolant, because I only have so much to put back in here. Except the zip tie I put around the glove is, well, it's pretty on there. So there is no yanking it off of there. I've got to cut that or rip it off and then do this real quick like. So we're gonna figure something out. So I've pulled the zip tie just over the lip, and we're just gonna go for it. There's no other way to do this but to go. Okay, that was not nearly as bad as it could have been. That's actually great. All right, we have our clamp, and we're just gonna slip it on there, and I don't really like that angle. There we go, just go like that, snug it, bingo. Well, that wasn't so bad. So we've got our heater hose tucked away and going up in there. And I've already replaced one of these fittings in the past. Oh, whoops, okay. The one with the hose clamp on it. And that one that's got the plastic, well, that one's probably the next to fail. And that may be sooner than later. So I might make a video of that when that time comes, because this requires using a special tool to get that off of the heater core. Oh, wait. You don't pay rent. Get out of there. Okay. So, focus. We're basically done. We got everything on. We're all situated. So, it's time to just start putting everything else back together. Alright, so it's in. I know this looks kind of loose, but, well, you can pull up on it. And, you know, it's staying in there. It's in. It's not structural, so. Alright, and as you can see, it is completely dark out now, but we are running, and we have no leaks. Finally. Sealed. And I'm going to keep an eye out for that fellow there, because you never know. It's alright right now, but, you know, it's just as old as the rest of this truck and everything else over here, so gotta keep an eye on things. But that's about it. There's nothing else to it. There you go. Hope this helps. If anybody's got a problem like this, it's pretty simple. Need some basic tools, some patience. Well, see you in the next couple of years.